Hi friends, welcome to today's episode on my culinary expressions. Well, today's expression has a Middle Eastern touch. It is a Cheese and Za'ater Manakish. Manakish is the Middle Eastern version of pizza with its local toppings. Manakish is also pronounced as Manaeesh or in singular Manaeesh. There are quite a few varieties of Manakish, but the most common ones are the za'atar mix and olive oil topping, that is the Za'ater Manakish, the cheese, that is the cheese manakish or the jibne, then blend of both, that is the Za'ater cheese manakish, and there's also one with the topping of ground meat. Cheese and Za'ater Manakish is a staple breakfast in the Middle Eastern region. It can also be turned into a midday snack or a quick meal on the go. You could enjoy this by folding the cheese and Za'ater Manakish so that you get the flavors of both the cheese as well as the za'atar, or you could cut triangular slices just as a pizza. And now before we proceed to make Manakish, let me remind my friends who are visiting this channel for the first time, if you would like to receive these expressions with tips and options, then hit the subscription button right away and press the bell icon to receive notifications. And all my other dear friends, do continue to show your support and zeal by your likes, shares and comments. Now let's get started. Now let's have a look at the ingredients required for Cheese and Za'ater Manakish. We need 350 grams of plain flour, that is maida, which is mixed with 1 tablespoon of milk powder. Milk powder is optional, but it gives a soft texture to the manakish. And some more flour for dusting. Half heaped teaspoon of instant yeast or active dry yeast. 1 teaspoon sugar and around 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. We need a good quality za'atar mix and some sumac, which is a dried berry powder. We need around 300 grams of shredded akabi or halloumi cheese. These varieties are the salted varieties, but if you don't have these, it's fine. You can also use mozzarella cheese. You may need to adjust the quantity of cheese as per your liking. We need some more olive oil and around 250 ml of lukewarm water. Allow me to give you a snippet of what za'atar mix is about, since many of you would be curious to know. Za'atar is a traditional Middle Eastern spice mix of dried thyme, toasted sesame seeds and sumac powder. This sumac powder is a red berry powder having a subtle lemony flavor. Za'atar powder is readily available in the Middle Eastern stores, either in packets or loose. The color of the za'atar mix varies according to the combination of the herbs used as well as the tanginess. Firstly, we have to activate the yeast. In case of instant yeast, it is not compulsory to activate it, but if you're using active dry yeast, then you must activate the yeast. For activating the yeast, take lukewarm water. Here we'll take 100 ml of lukewarm water. We'll add the sugar and mix it, and then add the instant yeast. Cover and keep aside for 10 minutes. You'll find froth is formed. This shows that the yeast is activated. To make the dough, we will take the flour in a mixing bowl. To this we'll add the milk powder as well as the salt and oil, and then we'll add the activated yeast solution. Give it a nice mix and then add some more lukewarm water, around 100 to 150 ml. You may switch over to the electric mixer, or else you can use your hand. Make sure your hands are clean before you start mixing. Mix till dough is formed. When the dough is formed, turn out this dough onto a floured surface and knead again for 5 to 7 minutes until the dough is elastic and smooth. At first the dough may be sticky and tacky, but eventually all will be fine. In between you may have to use a little bit of oil, and then finally you will get a smooth dough. If you're fond of Middle Eastern recipes like me, then there are some recipes on this channel such as the tabbouleh, the fattoush, the basbousa, the hummus. Do check them out and give them a try and let me know your feedback. And when you get a smooth dough, place this dough in a greased bowl and cover it with cling wrap. Place this bowl in a warm place. It could be on the kitchen countertop. What I do when the weather is not warm enough, I preheat the oven for around 5 to 10 minutes and put off the oven. Yes, hear me out carefully. I said put off the oven and then place the bowl of dough into the oven for around 40 minutes to 1 hour till the volume of the dough doubles. When the proofing is done, that is the volume is doubled, take out the dough from the oven and bring it onto a work surface and punch down to remove the air. Divide this dough into equal parts and shape them into balls. Keep them aside for 15 to 20 minutes. You may take the help of a weighing scale to weigh the balls. In this case, each portion for the manakish was around 50 grams. Let's march ahead for the other preparations for the manakish. Add the olive oil to the za'atar mix. This should be of a spreadable consistency. Adjust the quantity as much as you want. Now on a flat surface, flatten each ball of the dough and roll it to approximately 5 to 6 inches in diameter. Roll out all the balls of the dough in the similar way and then keep them covered till you bake them. In the meanwhile, preheat the oven at 220 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Transfer 2 to 3 rolled out sheets onto a greased baking tray. Using your fingertips, make pits onto the rolled out sheets, or you may prick with a fork. Apply a little oil and then spread the za'atar oil mix on one half and the cheese on the other half of each flattened disc, and leave ½ inch or 1/4 inch border all around. You may also only spread cheese, or you may only spread za'atar mix. The choice is yours, but since we are doing the cheese and Za'ater Manakish, so we are using a combination of both. Once the manakish is baked, you could fold it and wrap it and have it on the go, or you could cut it into slices just like the pizza. Before you bake the manakish or the Manaeesh, make sure that the oven is very hot and you place the baking tray along with the manakish on the lower shelf. Let it bake for 7 to 8 minutes and then transfer the tray onto the top shelf for another minute. Don't leave the baking unattended because the cheese will melt and burn very fast. You can see very well, I didn't even have the time to put on my oven gloves. Oh gosh, the whole house is filled with the aroma of the za'atar, just like the local bakeries. Have a look at these manakish. Don't they look tempting? There is no way you can miss them. Even if you're in a hurry, you can just wrap them and have them on the go. Friends, I hope you enjoyed this Middle Eastern expression. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Very soon I'll be back with another interesting video. Till then, goodbye.